Hi E-Class Mentorship team. Thank you so much for joining the program with us this year. I'm really excited and big ups and thank you to Jonathan and Afem. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Just to introduce myself, my name is Blake. I'm a former Gold student. I have been part of the program or running the program for about 4 or 5 years now. It was originally started by Michael Figures, who graduated Gold in 2016. He started the program around 2014, 2015, and it's been running ever since. Both of us are still very much involved, and you guys will definitely get to meet us throughout the semester. We do come to the weekly sessions, so if you don't see me, you'll see him, and we're really excited. So let me just jump right in. I just want to go through just giving you guys brief background on the school and the students. So we go to 54th Street Elementary School. We've been going there for about 5 years now. It is under the incredible leadership of Principal Thompson. I really urge you guys to just spend some time with him, whether it's just dropping by his office just once throughout the semester. He is an amazing person, and he has done such a phenomenal job there at 54th Street Elementary. Background on the school, it is made up of about 99% Black and Brown students, 40% of which are within the foster care system. Also, the students have gone through, some of the students have gone through a lot. Whether it's experiencing financial issues, abuse, gang violence, different things that they've gone through. Not all the students, but there are some that have gone through quite a bit, and we just want to make sure that we're there for all of them. I mean, one thing I can say about 54th Street Elementary is that the students are extremely intelligent. They are the sweetest children you'll ever meet, and you really do form a really close bond with them. I know that I still keep in touch with the students from 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and last year. They really do look up to you, they admire you, they want to get to know you, they want to spend time with you, and they really do want to learn as much as they can so that they can, like, you know, push past whatever they're going through and really succeed. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to help them. Okay, the semester, this is kind of like a breakdown of what the semester looks like. We always pick a theme for the month. So next month, February is Black History Month, so you guys can focus on that, and then each week you can focus on, maybe one week you go through the civil rights movement, the next week is you go through sports or music, so you can lighten it up, or you can go through Black Wall Street, whatever it is, you can go pick something each week, but as long as it falls within the theme of that month. Next month, March. So March, we usually do Black Wall Street / financial literacy. So you guys can choose, it's totally up to you. I'm just giving you guys kind of like background on like what we've done in the past, but you guys are more than welcome to change it. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I want to change it up a bit and feel like you can't, because you absolutely can. So in March, we usually do financial literacy, and that looks like we go over the history of Black Wall Street. We do talk about investments and stocks, and we give them information about credit and credit scores and what else? I just want to make sure business plan. Every semester, this is one thing that you can't change. Every semester they do a business plan, and it can be like as in-depth or as surface as you want it to be, but they do create a business because entrepreneurship is important for them to learn. So definitely incorporate that somehow. And credit scores, credit cards, of course, make sure you go through that. But anything related to financial literacy. In April, we usually make it Emotional Literacy Month, but you can incorporate different aspects of emotional literacy throughout the semester. Emotional literacy just looks like basically going through different ways for them to learn about values and learn about, more about self-esteem and understand how to process their emotions, how to know what they're feeling, process that, and express it in a healthy way. That is something that some of the students have struggled with in the past, and after going through the program and learning different ways, coping mechanisms, it's absolutely changed how they handle things. So we want to make sure that we keep that as a component. So that could be teaching them to write about their day or write about a hardship that they've experienced and sharing it with the class, or sharing it just with the mentors, whatever they're comfortable with. But that teaches them, like, look, when you're going through something, write it down. Writing it down is always a very therapeutic way of releasing something, and then you still have to share it, because all those emotions are still gonna be expressed. We just wanna make sure that they're expressed in the right way, right? So expressing them means you gotta share them, whether, like I said, with the mentor or with the class. Usually every year we've never had an issue with the student expressing what they've gone through. You just have to reassure them saying, hey, everything that we talk about in this class stays within this class. And in the 7 years that the program has been running, that's never been an issue. What has been talked about in the class always has stayed within it. It's just something that you have to set ahead of time, just letting them know first day, hey, this is a safe place for you. We care about you. We want you to be able to share whatever it is that you want to share and know that it won't leave the four walls of this room. Okay. Another theme we do is public speaking. That's not really a theme, but it's something that you want to incorporate throughout the program. You want to make sure that they're comfortable presenting. So comfortable with eye contact, comfortable with knowing how to articulate exactly what they're thinking, articulating in a way that's understood by everybody in the room. So that's one thing that we have, some students are absolutely phenomenal at and some students struggle with. So by having something set up where they have to do some type of public speaking assignment, is really helpful to do that throughout the semester. So for example, Black History Month, you can have them do presentations. You can pick one group each week to do a presentation on whatever the lesson is that week. Also, I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Vision boards. I love vision boards. That's a personal thing. But in some way, making sure that they write down their goals. What I usually do is have them write down their goals at the beginning of the semester, saying, hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? And then at the end of the semester, I have them write them again. Just seeing how it's transitioned over that semester, seeing how they've been able to implement what they've learned into thinking, okay, this is what I want to do long-term or short-term. You want to see how it has changed their way of thinking. Debate and leadership, any activities that include that are great. Would love for you to incorporate that. And I have sent an email over to Jonathan and FM, and it has some handouts on there. So it's different handouts that you can use that we've used in the past. It's values, goals, self-affirmation, leadership lessons, perception lessons, business lesson, and teamwork handouts, self-affirmation handouts, different things like that. If you guys need anything else, you can always let me know. Like I said, I'll be there throughout the semester. Further insight. So when you go into the school, what you want to do is you go in, you have to press a little buzzer on the door, and then you have to wait for them to unlock it. Once you unlock it, you walk in, go to your right, then you'll see a sign on the right side of the hallway that says office. Go into the office, sign in. You're going to sign in the volunteer handbook. If you aren't sure which handbook to sign into, trust me, there's assistants there. They will be more than happy to help you, and they'll get you signed in really quick. Then after that, you're going to go to the classroom. Usually the classroom is, let me see how I can explain this. Usually when you leave the office, you make a right, you go all the way down the hallway, make a left to go outside. So you're going to go left outside, walk outside to the playground, and then you're going to make another right, go straight down, and then on the second floor, you'll see this 2-story building, and the class will be on the second floor, first door. Now, it sounds confusing, or it may sound confusing, but it's super simple. Once you get there, it'll make all the sense in the world. So that's that. Parking, usually parking is parallel street parking. It's never that difficult to find any parking. It should be sometime between 12 and 2 because you guys will be taking up their lunch period and part of a class period. This has already been approved, so don't worry. And what else? Getting there. It takes about 15 minutes to get there. Usually I can get there in 15 minutes, but I'll say 15-20 minutes. So just make sure that if you set the program from 12 to 2, just let the school know that you won't be getting there until 12:30. And I think that's it. No, the most important thing, the USC field trip. So the USC field trip we have every single year. We've never missed a year with this. We usually have it either in the end of March, beginning of April, or mid-April. It all depends on what you guys are comfortable with, but that's something that you guys want to plan out what speakers are going to speak at USC. Usually we reach out to the USC athletic director because they always I promise you that USC athletic director has given the best academic speech about grades and setting goals and how to get into USC or universities similar to it. So shocking, but they actually do a really good one. Also reach out to all the cultural centers. The cultural centers, we always go by there so that you can stop by there, the Black Cultural Center and the Latino Cultural Center. Also set up some activity for them to do. In the past we've had where they've sold stuff on campus to students, stuff that they've made. It was part of their business project. They've done stuff such as had a flag football game on the campus. Whatever it is, just start planning ahead of time because you want to get everything set in stone as early as possible. There's also professors that are willing to do like a mock law class with you. So I'll send all this information in an email as well, but I just wanted to share it with you guys on here. And if there's any questions, you are always more than welcome to text me or call me. My phone number is 480-619-0949. It's Blake, and I will make sure that I respond as soon as I can. So I'm so excited to meet you guys on Friday. I think it's next Friday. And again, let me know if you need anything. Have fun.